Tonight's money emergency. There are parents and our grandparents. Across the country, the housing crisis has taken its toll on seniors. According to the AARP, more than 600,000 seniors are behind on their mortgage payments or in foreclosure, and that leaves many older homeowners open to predators.
Howard is a 77-year-old Korean War veteran who bought his house 6 years ago. He refinanced twice during the boom years, and now he owes $232,000 on a house he says is worth just half that. Last year, Howard wanted to lower his $1,700 a month mortgage payment. Responding to an ad in the mail, Howard paid a loan modification company $2,400 to work with his bank to reduce his payments. The company told Howard to stop making his mortgage payments in order to increase his chances of getting a new loan. But the company took his money and took too long to reach out to Howard's lender. Then his bank started foreclosure proceedings. Howard, whose wife has early-stage Alzheimer's, is determined not to lose their home. He has already pawned some rings and has paid the bank $3,000. And now he's fighting back.
This all started, Howard, because you were trying to help your son.
Yeah, I'm trying to help my son. Well, he had just come back from Michigan, and I guess you know the economy there is pretty bad. But I just thought when he came back, if I could do something to help him out until he got a job, that you know I could work something out. So when we received this postcard from this mortgage company, I thought, gee, this might be a real pretty good idea if I could do this, and if I could just drop that payment down just a little bit, I could help him until he got a job. But it just didn't come out that way. And then, anyway, I talked to the people there, and they were very nice, but I kept telling them, I says, what I want you to do first, I says, is I want you to make sure that you get in touch with my mortgage company and make sure, because I do not want to get behind on my mortgage payment. I have never been behind. And they said, look, just take the money that you were going to make your house payment with and send it to us, which was $2,400. And I told them, I said, okay, I'm going to send you this because I can make almost 2 payments with this. And they said, no, do not worry. We'll put this on the back end of your loan. So I said, okay, I let it go. And then pretty soon a month went by, and I kept calling them, and I kept calling them. And they, you know, people just don't want to seem to get in touch with you after they get your money.
Right.
Well, I kept doing this. I kept calling them. And pretty soon, like I said, 3 months went by, and I called them up, and I said, are you people working on this mortgage or what? They said, well, yeah, it's in the process right now. It's in the processing center. I said, okay. So pretty soon, 4 months went by. 5 months went by, and pretty soon my son, Carl, said, gee, are they going to do anything with this? I said, I don't know, Carl, but I'm getting bad vibes right now, and I think something bad is really going to happen. And the next thing I know, somebody's at my front door, and they're saying, your house is in foreclosure, and if you don't come up with $2,900 within 3 days, that we will take your home. It'll be up for sale on May the 1st.
And you put up, so you sold some things, right?
Yeah, well, I had a little money backed up that, you know, I always keep kind of a little reserve. I didn't quite have enough. So what I did is, I hate to say this, I told my wife, I said, gee, honey, I said, I got to save this house. I says, let me have your rings. So, you know, I went in there and I went to, you know, these friends of mine, you know, and I told them, I said, hey, how much will you give me on these rings? I knew the rings were worth quite a bit of money. And they said, okay, fine, we'll give you another $2,000 or $3,000 is what I borrowed, which I finally paid back. So I borrowed that and I got it into them. So I paid them the money, and so I stopped the foreclosure. And since that time, they haven't done anything, and it's been another 4 weeks, and they keep telling me that the process is being worked on for my modification, but we still haven't got a modification.
But Howard, you managed to stop the foreclosure. Now I have to ask about your wife. You know, what about her health care? Do you guys have enough coverage to care for her? Yeah, we have enough to do that. I mean, you know, my wife has a retirement. She worked with the state for almost 25 years, and we have more than enough, and we have Medicare, and everything was taking care of that. And she isn't in a disaster state yet. But, you know, God bless her, man. You know, I think I'm losing her a day at a time. I hate to say that on TV. But when you have this kind of a devastating disease, it kills you. You watch things that happen. If you've never been in it, then, you know, you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Anybody that has somebody in Alzheimer's
knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly. And you know what? In times like this, the last thing you want to worry about is fighting about keeping the roof over your head, something that she knows and hopefully will know for a while longer and lives with it. So, Howard, you've been working with, someone's been helping you here, Dean Wegner of W.J. Bradley Mortgage Capital. All right, Dean, you're seeing a lot of folks like Howard out there that are dealing with this and worse. You know, what are you doing to help Howard? What can you do after a company does something like this? I mean, a lot of the damage has been done.
Well, yeah, a lot of the damage has been done. We don't know where Howard's at exactly. They've increased his payment from where it was before. I mean, he couldn't afford the payment before, and now they came back with a higher offer. They actually canceled that. They said they're going to come back with something else. Here's what's sad is Howard's 2 weeks from his next mortgage payment. He has no idea how much it is, if they're going to take it from him. He's in complete limbo. He's been married 56 years to his wife, and every time I talk to Howard, it's about his wife and the love for his wife and making sure she's fine. And he said, Dean, they can't take my house. And I hear this story so often. This is one of the worst ones I've ever heard. But
now, Dean, what are you doing in terms of you're going after the loan modification company, right, that says that they were going to help Howard?
Well, I actually do not do loan modifications. I'm a certified consumer credit counselor, and when people come to me, I do this for free. I give them advice on where to go. I either say you're going to do it yourself, or a certified housing counselor, or a law firm. Luckily, a local law firm stepped up. They said, we're going to help Howard pro bono, and right now his case is with a law firm to get his house out of foreclosure, get him a lower monthly payment, and save his family and his wife and keep her where she sleeps every night.
Yeah, Howard, you know, what's really, really breaking everybody's heart here is that, listen, you did this to help your son, who was unemployed,